Alright guys and gals, this is Northman and we are back with another game, this time Witchfire, trying out something different. This is kind of like a Souls-like roguelite. So you have a character that persists even after they die. You can get new weapons, new gear, and that still sticks around. It's a really cool concept. It's kind of fun. You're playing as this prior. I'm not entirely sure how the pronunciation is, but what you are essentially doing is you are like a witch warrior for the Vatican going and hunting witches. And the reason I say you are a witch warrior is you can actually cast spells and hexes just like the witch. Now, your ultimate goal seems to be to go and fight the witch, but some of your sub goals are to unlock new spells, new arcana, and new weapons. So you have multiple weapons. At this point, I've unlocked two rifles, a machine gun. You start with the revolver. I've unlocked one light spell and one heavy spell, and there are more to be unlocked. And then you have a demon crossbow, so it's specialized crossbow. It's very unique, and I'll get into it in a little bit. As far as your gameplay loop, you are trying to upgrade, you're trying to level up. You level up through a similar fashion as the Souls games. So it is Souls-like in that aspect, but you are leveling through Witchfire. Now you go into a raid and you are trying to extract with Witchfire and try and use up time. There are other resources that can speed up your research that you want to get, and there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do on the map. Ultimately, on this first map, the final goal of it is to go fight the familiar of the witch. However, you also need to get resources. So I'm picking up some flowers here, and these actually are what you use to make potions. Now I went into a kind of luck heavy build right now, and I pay for it a little bit in fights. My luck helps me with picking up things that are hexed or cursed, as well as kind of seems to affect some of the placement of stuff on the map. However, as you level up, there are more enemies, more enemy types, and more things that summon onto the map when you load in. So leveling up does have some downsides as well as some benefits, and you can get all these different weapons, all these different spells, and you can go in and fight and then get out and try and level up. Or you can unlock a few things and you can go fight the familiar. Now, I haven't fought the familiar yet. I'm trying to kind of mess around and unlock some things, kind of figure out the build I want to do. However, I've been having a ton of fun with the revolver and bolt action. There is also a sniper rifle, which I just unlocked and started using. And I gotta say, that thing packs a punch and it's well worth it. Now, this game is an early access game, so there's more to be unlocked. There's not all the locations yet. There's only 2 locations that I can currently see on the map, and both of those sound like you're fighting the witch's familiars. So no chance to fight the witch yet. However, soon to come, it sounds like. There's a ton of gameplay in here that's actually really fun, because the enemies actually upgrade and you get more variety as you level up. I still go into a raid, I'm going to call it, and have a hard time sometimes. Carl jumped on and actually was watching me play through and made a comment that, like, even though I have some good equipment and I've clearly leveled up quite a bit, I still almost died like 6 times in a row just getting in engagements. The movement is, Carl kind of described it closer to like a Destiny. I think it's accurate to some degree. There's a stamina heaviness to it, where you use up stamina a little bit quicker than I feel you do in Destiny. Another one I would liken it to would be something like Bulletstorm. And again, there's a limit to your stamina that really is hard to describe. It feels different, but it feels good moving around and fighting. I gotta say, the weapons are feeling very good as well. I don't have a lot of complaints. There's one thing I've noticed that's a little funky. Most of the weapons have a very normal stance when you're ADSing. However, the bolt action rifle without a scope, you kind of tilt the rear of the gun down, and so you're not lining up the sights quite right. But that's just something weird that I noticed. There's enough aim assist that it actually isn't that hard to aim, the bolt action even with that. And I gotta say, like, the variety of the enemies and everything, I haven't even really wanted to go fight the familiar because I'm having so much fun fighting and moving around and going into the same areas. This game's a ton of fun. It's very, very much a roguelite with some Dark Souls aspects. I really enjoy the gunplay, and there's some
wow.
unique mechanics in the game that I think
so
are
much.
worth actually having and playing through. It's a lot different than what I normally play. Now, this isn't a sponsored video, but if you guys want to check this game out for yourself, it's on Epic Games. I kind of wish this was on Steam. Sounds like there might be a release on Steam. I'm not a really big fan of the Epic's game launcher. I have issues with it every so often. In fact, I would love to play Satisfactory more, but I bought it on Epic Games, and it annoys the shit out of me trying to open it. This game, though, I played for like 5 hours yesterday. And just had a ton of fun. The mechanics are good. The gameplay is fun, and it's weird because I've seen a couple videos where people are describing it and talking about their experience with it. And one of the things I thought was funny is someone was describing it as they don't know whether they like it or hate it because it is a very punishing game. And I feel like I play Tarkov. If you're watching the channel, you know I play Tarkov. I also play some of the Souls-like games, and this has that same punishment, and I enjoy it. This game doesn't feel like it's overly hard, but it doesn't feel easy, if that makes sense. There's a lot of learning curve to it, and I'll probably do some more videos if you guys are interested, talking through the different weapons and what's going on. But I thought you guys might be interested in checking this out. If you enjoy Tarkov, you may also enjoy this, just for a little bit of a variety. It's got more movement and a little bit more fun PvE style gameplay than I feel I've been getting in Tarkov lately. So if you guys enjoyed this, leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see anything on the game or see me do some of the testing stuff I do on Tarkov in this game.